I grew up here in Indiana, and I remember having skate-a-thons and all these things that were fundraisers for what was then the Lebanon Children's Home and became the Indiana United Methodist Children's Home. So it's been a part of my work for a long, long time. And it has been a pleasure to be at a church where that has been a part of their outreach. This goes way back, but they have had a history of collecting items at Christmas time. And there were in particular a couple of church members who just loved to see the accumulation of things. And they would, on a day sometime in December, they would gather up all of their stuff, they would load it into their truck, and they delighted in delivering it here. But the whole congregation was a part of that collection, and I think it was one of those tangible ways that they knew that they were making a difference in children's lives here in Indiana. They have had financial collections. Our United Women in Faith have been a part of that for a long time to say, this is one of those ministries that we sponsor. Our church has a cookie walk every year where they all bake tons and tons of cookies, and then the proceeds that they get from that, they donate to various places. The United Methodist Children's Home has been one of those that's an easy recipient on their part. They're always excited to do that. I think this is one of those long-term ministries in the state of Indiana and a part of the United Methodist history that is a great example of our connectionalism to each other. Individually, I think most all of our churches would say, oh, we care about children, we want to do important things. But it's very rare that a particular church would have all the resources that it would take to do what you all do here. But together, each of us doing our part can make that happen. And I think that's what I would say to the congregations is this is a way for us to enable those ministries by working together, each of us offering the resources that we can. And suddenly you've got this phenomenal ministry that's happening because different places offer different gifts and resources. If we were to trace this back far enough, we would say there was somebody that had a dream, somebody that had a vision and said, hey, this is something that we can do. And that person inspired somebody else and inspired somebody else, and it has continued for all these years.